What's up, everybody? Jordan Stewart here from Vover. Thanks so much for tapping into the Vover original show. Just a reminder that if you want to drop your opinions about the episode or respond to the host and guests with your voice, go and download the Vover app wherever you get your apps. Vover, voice over everything. Enjoyed the show.
Welcome to the Vover MLB show, the trade deadline edition. I'm your host, Harris Rubenstein, and we're just going to cut right to the chase because there's almost too much to talk about. So many different trades, so much going back and forth. I don't know if we're going to do every single trade, but we're certainly going to get to the big ones. I mean, what an unbelievable trade deadline. Maybe the best trade deadline of all time in terms of just the amount of players who were rumored to be on the move, the amount of players who actually did end up getting moved. Just an absolutely unbelievable trade deadline. So let's start with the biggest deals and go down. We obviously have to start with the Dodgers deal. Just a monumental blockbuster as the Dodgers trade away a bunch of prospects. You know, they traded away Keibert Ruiz, Josiah Gray, a couple prospects, whatever, for the last half of Max Scherzer's contract. And then Trey Turner gets put in the deal as well. You know, it's interesting. We've never really had true super teams in baseball. You know, we've always had, great teams. You know, you had the core four with the Yankees. You had that really stacked Red Sox team in 2019 that had the most runs in Major League Baseball history. You go way back to the old Yankees teams. There have definitely been mini super teams, but nothing to this extent. I mean, this Dodgers team is going to have 4 MVPs on it. I think 9 total Cy Youngs on their pitching staff. Just an unbelievable move and an unbelievable blockbuster for the reigning champs who clearly want to prove that last year was not a fluke. Maybe the defining trade of this year will be that Scherzer Trey Turner trade. Just because of how good Scherzer has always been, his tenacity in the playoffs, Turner's going to fit right in on that team. A former World Series winner, he'll slide over to second base. The combination of him, Justin Turner, Corey Seager, Max Muncy, just an unbelievable infield to go along with that crazy outfield they have as well. Everybody's coming back from injury. Everybody's starting to get healthy. This Dodgers team is really going to start turning it on. So obviously, we talked about one super team on the West Coast. Let's talk about one not really super team, but a team that has definitely gotten better this trade deadline. We got to talk about the 2 Yankees deals. We'll start with the good one, then we'll talk about the other one. We'll start with the good one. That is the Yankees getting Joey Gallo, a awesome player. One of the most undervalued players in Major League Baseball for my money. He has just dominated in every single important aspect of modern day baseball. He's an outstanding outfielder defense-wise, and he's a great power hitter, especially from that left side. You know he's going to use that short porch well. This is a great move for the Yankees, and it might save their season, but it also needs to be noted that as good as their lineup can be, it's still going to be the pitching staff that defines whether or not this Yankees team is going to be good. Gallo is a great pickup. And I think Anthony Rizzo is a good player. I think people have this idea that Anthony Rizzo is still the guy that the Cubs won the World Series with. He's not. His on-base percentage used to be in the 400s. Now it's down in the 340s. You know, he's still like a 770 OPS kind of guy, but he's no longer the 800 OPS guy that he was when they won the World Series. But a good first baseman will give them consistency at that position, and then Gallo is going to be an outstanding addition in that outfield alongside Judge. We'll see what they do with Stanton if they're dead set on playing him in left field. Maybe he just goes to DH full time. The Yankees have a lineup situation to figure out, but 2 big-time power hitters going over to New York, and Joey Gallo along with Joey Gallo going along with Anthony Rizzo. So many trades. I'm trying to read off all these about which one I want to talk about next. I guess we could talk about one of the smaller ones. Red Sox got Kyle Schwarber from the Nationals. Obviously, Kyle Schwarber had that insane run before he went down with an injury. He launched 16 home runs in 18 games. Obviously, a crazy season for Schwarber. We'll see if he can continue those numbers with the Red Sox. He hasn't played first base in years, and that is what the Red Sox need. So we'll see how they try to fit him into these different situations. A couple more huge trades. Obviously, today, the White Sox get Craig Kimbrell for Nick Madrigal and a pitcher named, I have his name written down. I'm going to butcher his name. Just, I get these names, and they just never really work out for me. Let's try to swing and miss here. Heuer Cody Heuer, Heuer. I don't know. I give up. Craig Kimbrell is going to be awesome for that White Sox bullpen, especially considering they already brought in Ryan Tepera and they already have Liam Hendricks. Just a White Sox team that's really going for it in an American League that is honestly wide open. Despite how good the Red Sox and the Astros have been, I don't think there is one best team in the American League. I think overall this is a big time acquisition for the White Sox as they try to get closer and closer to winning a World Series. New York Mets, huge trade. Javier Baez, Trevor Williams from the Cubs only have to trade one prospect in Pete Crow Armstrong, PCA, as Mets fans call him. Baez, Lindor, two extremely good friends. They're going to dominate the middle of that field for a very long time. That double play combo is going to be incredible. Not to mention, Baez can play shortstop when Lindor is injured. Baez can also play a little third base if you need him to. Just an all-around great player. One of the faces of baseball. Him and Lindor are going to light it up with the Mets. One of the most fun combos in Major League Baseball. That's going to be huge. And not to mention, it's going to give them that extra bat that they've really needed. You know, they have a decent offense. It's okay. Their pitching staff has been really good this year, but they just need that one extra They need that one extra bump, and they're going to get over the edge. So I'm excited to see what he does with the New York Mets. The Phillies trade away one of their top pitching prospects for Kyle Gibson and Ian Kennedy. Just the Phillies being the Phillies, man, doing weird Philly things. Just is how they roll. Dave Dombrowski getting it done. A bunch of other smaller trades. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there is one other big one I want to get to before we wrap things up here. The Giants acquire Chris Bryant for two kind of nothing prospects, Alexander Canario and Caleb Killian, an absolute steal from the San Francisco Giants as they attempt to keep track with the Dodgers and with the Padres in that division. A big trade for them. Chris Bryant is definitely somebody that they're going to try to extend past this year. He's the perfect kind of clubhouse guy for them. I think he's going to fit right in. You know, they can play him at any position on the field, basically. I know they have Longoria over there at third. He's always been dealing with injury issues, so Bryant's going to get a lot of time all over the place for the Giants, and I think he's going to be a huge, huge bat for them that they're going to need in the playoffs. One other experienced guy is going to be great for this team. I mean, you go down their lineup, you can make an argument that Chris Bryant all of a sudden becomes the second best hitter on this entire team. So a huge, huge trade for the Giants, and a trade that might end up just winning them the division if they continue to play their cards right and their pitching staff continues what has been an outstanding season so far. But that's going to do it for today's Vover MLB show. I'm your host, Harris Rubenstein. We will see you guys again next week as we continue to go through all these trades. There were a lot of little ones, so I say go to MLB.com, go through some of the smaller trades. We definitely hit on the biggest one. Oh, we have one more trade to hit before I go. Oh my God, there have been so many big trades. I completely forgot this one. How about the Toronto Blue Jays grabbing Jose Berrios for two of the best prospects in baseball? So many moves today. Berrios has been pretty good with the Twins over the past couple years. I don't think he's ever really turned into that outstanding number one that they expected him to. He has become a very good number two pitcher. He has a 3.48 ERA this year in about 120 innings. 27 years old. They just need more starting pitchers on that team. So he's going to fit right in, and he gets one more year of arbitration next year before they have to sign him to a deal. So it's going to be extremely helpful for this Blue Jays team to get another big-time starting pitcher in. But I probably missed a couple deals, but we got to roll here. We're going way over time. But that's going to do it for me today. You can follow me on Twitter @SportsDean and go check out some of those trades, man. A lot of little ones coming here that could end up deciding the World Series as we know it. But that's going to do it for me. We'll see you guys next time.
Vover.